Hey everybody, it's Brenda, Queen Bee RV.
Dana from Empower RV.
And we're still in Amarillo teaching at a really cool girl camper event called Camper College. And these women have been here, Dana, with us for 3 days in class all day long. We've had some super cool topics like electric, propane safety, water systems, water heater. Dana taught some life safety sessions that were really popular. And this one in particular, we've really been getting a lot of good feedback about, and it's towing, hitching, and weight management. And I asked Dana to share this slide with you that she used with the girls, and it's her personal hitching checklist. So take it away.
Okay, absolutely. If you don't already have a hitching checklist set in stone from the time you leave your home for your trip and every stop in between when you make that overnight stay or that 2-week stay, you should always have a checklist set in stone to check your vehicle and your tow vehicle and your camper before you head back out on the road. And so I encourage the ladies to then create their own personal checklist, and I'll share with you mine. Every time you leave, you need to check your tire pressures. You need to make sure that you are within range and that you are set to go with those. You need to check your hitch work. It's so important to take that visual inspection from underneath. Where's our picture? Down there. Take a visual inspection of what your hitch and receiver hitch look like on your tow vehicle, just to make sure that you haven't encountered an issue along the road that you didn't know about, or maybe a new crack or something that might create a catastrophic event later. If your eyes are always watching, you won't ever be surprised.
Got it.
Also, check your wheel chocks. Make sure you've picked those up. Those get left all the time once you've left the campground, and you got to have those when you're getting set up. You want to check your trailer lights. Make sure you have connected that 7-pin and that you've tested your marker lights, your parking lights, everything, your blinker, I usually turn one blinker on, make sure it's going. If I know that one's going, the other one most likely is. Mm-hmm. But if you also check your flashers, your hazard flashers, that'll get both of them going. And that way you just have that confidence in knowing the people behind you can be visually aware of you heading down the road. And then make a final walk around. We've all seen that person that's passes us on the freeway with that city water valve that's just flapping in the wind, or maybe a Max Air vent that got blown off of.
Yeah, or my satellite dish.
The satellite dish antennas, that's another one.
Yep.
Those little tiny bathroom fans that get pushed up, those little motors will be gone by the time you get to your next stop. So make that final walk around, especially if there's two of you. It may have been their job to put the little cap or close the electrical port cap, make sure all of the cargo bay doors are closed and locked. It's just a good practice, and make one last check before you get in the car. And finally, mirrors. I think mirrors are so important. You should be able to look in the mirror of your tow vehicle, see all the way down the side of your trailer and just behind it. So if you don't get that full view of your entire side trailer, look into those mirror extensions, because you need to know what's going on behind you. So that's my personal checklist. Make sure your hitch work is locked and ready to go is kind of the most important thing, and all your connections, your breakaway switch are in place. But I encourage everyone to make their own, and I encourage you to make your own too.
I love it. This was good for me because I am just going to start towing very soon after driving motorized. So this is super helpful. The women loved it as well. If you like this video, please let us know, and be sure to follow our social media channels. The links are in the description down here below, and we'll see you guys next week on our next episode of 52 Ways to Empower Women RVers.